Hey there, news fanatics. Welcome to POLIT'AI CHI, balancing out the issues to their most centrist position from both the right and left perspectives. Now, I rarely do voiceovers on the political side here of the OMSR channel, except when it comes to police heavy-handedness. Oh yeah, and here's one. May surprise some of my African American subs and or repeat viewers, or if you're new, you're African American, there are some of us white dudes who could totally relate to how you may have felt or feel, certainly how people feel back east and in the Midwest being profiled on your appearance. Except, in addition to hearing that a lot of this took place in the Rocky Mountains. And for my part, talking about late 80s, I went into this detail, part one, the Ferguson Moe episode, the one that came before this. When you're part of the rebel crowd in a highly conservative county, in a highly conservative state. Yeah, guess what happens? Meet like 3 criteria, you get profiled and harassed every day. Now, I never lost my driving privileges back then. If you got like 3 moving violations in the course of a year or 2, or the points added up, you know, suspension for 6 months type deal. So, all the times I got harassed by the police or pulled over, and I got 2 tickets to show for it over the course of 3 years, you can understand why I'm coming from the perspective of 90% negative experiences with the police, especially when you consider that there's no crime going on in this county, and these doofus doughboys, nothing better to do than to follow us around, because, oh, we must be up to something because we're rockers, and we're driving muscle cars, and they're just jealous of our hair and our girlfriends, please. But we can relate. We can relate. Let's not think of it as like police against a particular ethnicity. This has been going on for a long time, and instead of things improving over the decades, their PR image is worse than ever. Overreacting. Always assuming everybody's guilty. You know, thinking you're BSing them the times you've tried to explain things, maybe extenuating circumstances going on. How many times have you been pulled over you ever got off with a warning, even over ticky-tack stuff, right? These guys have got it like, they need an attitude adjustment. This is about the police not treating us, the citizenry, regardless of your ethnic group, that your ethnicity, not treating us, the citizenry, all of us, with the respect we deserve. Roll clips.
What might be excessive force caught on tape, what happens may shock you, but police say they were just following protocol. The couple is suing police for using what they say was excessive force after a disturbing incident during a traffic stop was caught on tape in Hammond, Indiana. On September 24th, Lisa Mahone and Jamal Jones were pulled over with Lisa's 7-year-old daughter and 14-year-old son in the back seat. According to the lawsuit, a police officer told Lisa Mahone she'd been pulled over for not wearing her seatbelt and asked her for her ID. Mahone says she complied and asked to be issued a ticket quickly because she was rushing to the hospital to see her mother before she died. Police then asked Jamal Jones, who was sitting in the passenger seat, for his ID. Jones says he didn't have it. According to the lawsuit, Jones told police he'd been ticketed for not paying his insurance and didn't have a driver's license. So he offered the ticket to the officer. At this point, Jones says the officer drew his gun and police asked him to step out of the car. Jones refused because, according to the lawsuit again, he feared the officers would harm him. Meanwhile, Lisa Mahone, the driver, had called 911 from her cell phone. This is as police are outside her car. Her 14-year-old son captured some of the incident on video. We do not know what happened before or after the video you're about to see, but you'll hear Mahone talking on the phone. Again, she called 911, and you'll see and hear some of what happened between Jamal Jones, police outside the car. A warning, the video is disturbing.
Now they asking me to open my door so I can get out. I'm scared. If you can pull out a gun in front of it's 2 kids in the back seat.
Door for you. You understand?
Yes.
All right.
No, don't mess my. Now they about to mess my. No.
I'm not the operator
Now they about
of
to
this
mess
deal.
my window.
If you do that, all right. I'm not the operation of this deal. Are you gonna open the door?
Why do you say somebody's not gonna hurt you? People are getting shot by the police.
Jones Jones appears to be being tased there. Police dispute much of Jones and Mahomes' story. They say Jones refused to hand over the ticket. He says he offered to officers that he refused to lower the window more than the small amount that you could see in that video, and that his reaching toward the back seat made them fear he might be reaching for a weapon. The Hammond Police Department's 2-page statement on the incident argues that, quote, the Hammond police officers were at all times acting in the interest of officer safety and in accordance with Indiana law. But after watching this video, I would argue that if this is compliant with protocol, this is what it looks like when police are following the rules. If the police think this traffic stop went just fine, then that itself is the problem.